Last week my cousin asked me to help her with a school project, and when I opened my laptop to show her some AI tools, I realized almost every single one I use daily is completely free. She just genuinely had no idea any of it existed, let alone that it was free to use. That conversation made me realize a lot of people are still paying for tools when a free alternative does almost the exact same thing, or worse, missing out entirely on something genuinely useful just because they never heard of it or assumed it must cost money. So I put together the 10 best free AI websites everyone should actually know about, ranked worst to best based purely on how much I personally use each one in real life, not just how impressive they sound. Number 1 is the site I open almost every single day without even thinking about it anymore. Website number 10 is Perplexity AI. It's a search engine that answers your questions directly instead of giving you a list of links with sources cited right next to the answer. It's genuinely useful for quick research, but for anything requiring deep analysis, I still end up clicking through to the actual sources anyway. So it saves time. It doesn't fully replace real research, especially for school assignments where you need to cite the original source directly. 5 out of 10. Website number 9 is Remove.bg. You upload any photo and it strips the background out instantly, completely free with no watermark on standard resolution downloads. It's simple, but I use it constantly for thumbnails, presentations, and even profile pictures. So even though it only does one thing, that one thing is genuinely useful almost every week, and it saved me from downloading a bulky editing app just for a single quick edit. 5.5 out of 10. Website number 8 on this list is Canva. Most people already know this one, but a surprising number of students still don't realize the free plan alone already covers almost everything you'd need for school projects, posters, and presentations. No payment required at all unless you want the premium templates specifically. And honestly, the free templates alone are more than enough for anything you'd turn in for a class. 6 out of 10. Website number 7 is TLDR. This, you paste any long article or link and it summarizes it into a few clean bullet points in seconds. This has saved me from reading entire lengthy articles just to find the one paragraph I actually needed for an assignment, especially late at night when I really didn't have the patience to read 10 paragraphs of introduction first. 6.5 out of 10. Website number 6 is Photopea. It's a completely free, browser-based photo editor that looks and works almost identically to Photoshop without needing to install a single thing or pay any subscription at all. Just open the website and start editing immediately. I've fixed entire thumbnail designs using just this website when I didn't have access to my usual editing software. Once even finishing an entire project on a borrowed laptop that had nothing else installed on it at all. 7 out of 10. Now, a quick recap since we're halfway through this list. So far, most of these sites solve one specific small problem really well, which is genuinely useful, but none of them have become part of my daily routine the way the next for have. These last 4 are the ones I'd genuinely be stuck without at this point. Website number 5 is Otter AI. You can record any lecture, meeting, or video and it transcribes and summarizes the key points automatically, completely free up to a generous monthly limit. I've used this to catch important details from classes I couldn't fully focus in, and it saved me more than once before an exam when I realized I completely missed something the teacher mentioned only briefly in passing. 7.5 out of 10. Website number 4 is Google's Notebook. You upload your own documents, notes, or textbooks, and it becomes a personal AI assistant that only answers based on exactly what you gave it. Nothing outside of that, with every single answer linked directly back to the specific source page it pulled from. This is completely different from a regular chatbot because it can't make things up outside your own material, which makes it genuinely reliable for studying, since every single answer traces directly back to a page in my own notes, instead of somewhere random on the internet. I have to double check myself. 8 out of 10. Website number 3 is Grammarly's free version. Beyond basic spell check, it catches awkward phrasing, tone issues, and clarity problems in real time as you type right in your browser for free. Every single essay, email, and even the descriptions for my videos gets a quick pass through this before I post anything, and it's caught embarrassing mistakes more times than I'd like to admit. 8.5 out of 10. Website number 2 is Quillbit's free summarizer and paraphraser. I use this constantly for rewriting my own notes in clearer language, and for condensing long textbook chapters down into something I can actually review the night before a test. The free version has limits, but they're generous enough for daily student use without ever needing to upgrade, and it's genuinely become part of how I study for almost every subject at this point, from history chapters to long science readings I'd otherwise put off until the last minute. 9 out of 10. Website number 1 is ChatGPT, completely free to use every single day. I use it for scripts, for study explanations, for brainstorming, for checking my writing, for planning my whole week, for figuring out gift ideas, for drafting messages, don't know how to word. Honestly, for almost everything at this point in my day. No other free website on this list does as many different things this well. And honestly, if I had to keep only one website from this entire list and give up every other one, this would be the obvious choice without a second of hesitation, which is exactly why it earns the top spot. 10 out of 10. So here's the final ranking, broken down by what you actually need. If you want to summarize long readings fast, use Quillbot. Number 2. If you want an AI that only answers from your own notes, use Notebook. Number 4. If you want your writing checked before you submit anything, use Grammarly. Number 3. And if you want one single tool that genuinely does almost everything on this entire list, that's ChatGPT. Number 1. And it's completely free to use every day. One bonus site that almost made this list is Canva's Magic Write, but I left it off because it's really just a smaller feature inside Canva rather than its own standalone website, so it felt unfair to rank it separately against sites built entirely around one purpose. Like, share and subscribe for daily AI tips for students, since I post new ones like this constantly. The short version of this video with just the top 3 is on my channel right now. Go check it out right after this one ends.